Posting short form clips of live streams or longer YouTube videos has become a very popular strategy that creators are using to reach more people. But the problem is you either need to hire a clipping army of video editors or pay potentially hundreds of dollars a month for AI tools like OpusClip to scan your live stream and pull out the best moments. So instead, I created a fully local AI clipping tool that's free to run with your Claude Code or Codex subscription. It does everything for you. It takes your video and finds the best moments. It chops it up, adds captions, adds music, and it even identifies the hook or the best moment in a clip and cuts out all of the filler for you. This clipping skill is built on top of my Perfect Cuts video editing engine, which I know a bunch of you guys have been loving, and it's something that I use almost daily. If you stick with me until the end of this video, I'm going to give you this AI clipping skill completely for free, and I'll even throw in a bunch of royalty-free music that your AI skill can use to edit these clips. My name is Vic, content is my business. I've gotten over 200 million views across my network of channels, and I've made millions online as a content creator. This channel is dedicated to content creators who want to use AI systems to create human content. So if you're looking for more solutions to do that, subscribe and hit the notification bell because I'm dropping new AI systems all the time. Last year, I was streaming a lot, like 5 days a week on my crypto and finance channel. I would live trade, go over the news, talk to the chat. But the problem was I could never find reliable clippers that were not only affordable, but also good enough to identify the best moments and then create a clean edit. I also tried OpusClip, which is pretty expensive when you want to do a lot of volume. Like the highest paid tier for the pro plan on OpusClip is 145 US per month. And honestly, I found it really clunky and I found the clips just not very good to work with. Their own editor was really hard to work with. I didn't like it. So just seeing this new skill that I've built come together and actually produce relevant clips to the content, cut out all the fluff, do the captions accurately, it's a beautiful sight for me. So before I actually show you how to use it, let's go over what the skill does and then what the skill doesn't do. So first off, all you need is a live stream link. Like this is one of my old live streams that's still on YouTube. I just need the YouTube link. It also works with Kick links and Twitch links. The skill is going to transcribe the entire stream and then identify the best moments that happened. Within that best moment, it's going to determine what the hook is, basically the catchiest part of it all. If the hook or the catchiest moment is somewhere in the middle, it will actually take that part and put it at the start, almost as like a teaser to that moment happening later in the clip. But if the hook is just at the beginning, it'll leave it at the beginning as well. So the skill also identifies what's on screen. So you'll have just like basic talking clips like this, but then oftentimes you have screen sharing clips like this where things that are happening on the screen are also relevant. So it can identify exactly what's going on the screen or with you and rearrange the vertical clip to have this type of footage on top and then you on the bottom. It writes and animates all the captions for you. You can even choose which font and which color that you want to use in the clip. And I actually made this part really easy with an HTML dashboard that just allows you to change the color easily like this, or put it in a custom hex code for the color that you want to use, choose the actual font or put a path to the TTF file for the font you want to use, decide if you want to go short form or long form, which is a widescreen clip because the skill supports both, and then exactly how many clips you want to get out of it. If you set it to auto mode, it's just going to choose what it thinks is the best ones, but you can also try to get like 6 to 10 clips out of it. Once you set these settings, you click this button right here, copy for Claude. It's just going to copy this into the prompt settings that you would now give to Claude to get these settings with your clips. Also built into this is just all of the previous runs that you've done. So this was like a long form clipping session that I tested with one of my friends' streams. You copy the folder path and then you can open up the files just like this. And then you can see right here, these are the actual clips that were created. So you can do widescreen, longer form clips like a minute or 2 minutes long for your YouTube channel, or you could do vertical short form clips for TikTok and Instagram and YouTube Shorts and all that stuff. It does both because both are actually really important. So there is another layer to this too, where it will actually add the music underneath the clip. It sets it to -20 dB, which is quite quiet, but still audible. And it sources all of the music from a single folder that you provide the file path for. And I even put this music pack together for you guys. It's just a bunch of Suno generations that I did. So they are completely royalty free because I pay for the highest level of Suno. There's some hip hop, there's some lo-fi, there's like an intense and a sad theme as well if you have more moody clips. So you can add these to the music folder that the skill sources from, or you could add your own music as well and it will just pull from it. But I would definitely name the songs after the mood. So these hip hops are called like upbeat hip hop, chill, lo-fi, wave. Like I'm telling Claude, this is a chill song or an upbeat song, so it can choose it when it determines the style that's happening on that clip or the vibe that's happening on that clip. So what does this skill not do? Because it clearly does a lot. First off, it does not do visual effects. It doesn't do motion graphics. It doesn't do transitions. It's not going to do anything flashy. It's basically going to give you a standard clip with all of the fluff cut out of it, clean captions, clean music, just a really tight edit. You can work from that and add all the flashy stuff if you want, but it's not designed to do that. It also doesn't do sound effects as well. It does music, but not sound effects. So I've only tested this with a singular speaker, like a solo live streamer. This is not tested with 2 speakers, but it could probably work. I just haven't tested that. It also exports the clip as an MP4. So natively built into it, there's no editing function. You can edit through Claude and say like, I don't like this part, I don't like that part, and it can fix it, but there's no remotion or XML file to open in Premiere or anything like that. It just gives you the final clip. Installation is super easy. It works with Claude Code or Codex. This will not work with Claude AI or the web or anything like that because it actually has to write files and read files on your computer. So you just take the zip file that you download. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you where you can get it. It's completely free. Just drop it right here into your Claude Code conversation and just say, install this. You can also ask it to scan it for security if you really want to, but I created it, so I'm not going to do that. So once the install is done, it's going to run you through a bit of a setup. First off, it wants to know where our music folder is going to be because it's going to actually source music for the videos. You can give it a different path if you want, or you can just turn off music if you don't want a music layer, but I'm just going to go with the recommended perfect clips / music path. Now it's asking if you want to install the songs that I am giving to you for free. The download is also going to be with this file for this skill. I'm going to say yes, and here's the music pack. And I'm just linking to my downloads where I actually have it downloaded. Now it wants to know about your branding. It wants to know, first off, what color are the captions and the titles going to be based around? So the stock is like an electric purple, then we have yellow, then we have white with a dark text, but you can do anything you want. So I'm just going to tell it that I want my hex code, which is 2600EF. That's like the blue that I use for everything. This blue, and hit next. Now it's asking which setting we want to go with for our first batch of clips. It's recommending that we do short vertical clips and just an automatic amount based off of the actual content. I like that. We could force it to do 3 to 5. We could force it to do 6 to 10. Or we could do a long form batch of 2 to 6 minute videos, which we will do that later. So I'm going to start with shorts auto count recommended. Then it wants to know which font to use. This Montserrat extra bold font is a classic captions font. So I made that the default, and you definitely have it on your computer. So there will be no font file instances. But if you want to use your own font that you use for your branding, you can just kind of tell it which font it is, or actually give it the file path in your fonts folder. But I'm just going to go with Montserrat extra bold. Where should the finished package saved? By default, it will save in your downloads folder. You could also make a separate folder in your videos that is like perfect clips or something like that. I'm just going to say, sure, downloads works for me. Now, all of our settings are set up and it's just kind of locking everything in. And now it says, last thing I need, drop the stream link, Kick, Twitch, or YouTube VOD, all of that works. So I'm going to take this old live stream of mine. It was my birthday stream from last year where I do a bit of trading. I do a lot of chatting with the community. And yeah, let's just give that link to Claude. Now Claude's going to go download this at the highest quality, transcribe it, and get to work. And this will take a little bit of time. So let's let Claude cook.
A few moments later.
All right, it took about 10 minutes for Claude to download the VOD and then transcribe it. And now it's determined that there is 6 clips within this. And that's actually more than I thought there would be. So it's just kind of looking for approval on the clips, saying how long they are. It's actually giving them a score as well out of 100 on whether they're worth keeping or not, and just kind of tells us what it is. All I have to do is give it approval, and now it's going to actually go and render those clips out. It will create all the captions, and then it will deliver a final package to me, and then we can look at what we got. And here it is actually identifying screen layout each clip is going to use, and it's working on the render right now, but it says that clips 1 and then 3 to 6 are cropped because my face is centered. And as we saw in that live stream, a lot of it is just me centered talking. And then clip 2 actually ships a full screen. So it's going to actually show the full screen like you have right here. And then the background is going to be a little bit blurred on the top and bottom because it thinks that the entire screen is valuable there. So the video element is done. Now it's burning the captions and the headline. It uses Remotion to actually do animated captions, so they're not just static. They actually do have a bit of pop and some life to them. That's also used to burn in a title on the video. So when someone pulls up the video and they start watching it, they know right away from this little title tagline exactly what the video is about. And in real time, we just saw all the music choices also come back. So in this clip, I talk about like my mission, and it's wholesome. So it's using this sad emotional song. So in this one too, it's saying that there's a birthday gift that I'm talking about, and it's wholesome. So it's using this chill lo-fi beat, and it literally chooses the songs based off of the themes that are in the name of the song. So you want to make sure that your music is titled in a way that Claude can recognize how to match it to what's going on in the clip. Okay, we just got our batch of 6 clips back from Claude, and Claude's literally saying, clip 1 of 6, watch this one first. It really likes this one, so we'll watch it first. So it just opened right in the sidebar of Claude. Let's take a look. What is advice for someone in their 20s? You need to know your life's mission, goal, purpose. For me, my life's mission forever, since I came out of high school, was to make it so money just didn't exist. It's so clean. The piano music makes it like all sappy and stuff. And even put like the highlight up at the front. At the start of it, we have even this streamer redefines being rich title right here with the hook, the teaser right at the start. 34-second clip, super clean. I mean, this is a clip. This is ready to go right on Instagram right now. Okay, so now I'm back in the web UI version, and this just opens up when you initiate the skill. So it'll be in your browser automatically. I'm just gonna come over, change the captions to white, keep the font the same, but I wanna try the long form aspect ratio clips instead of the short form and see the differences between those. This will produce, 1 minute to 3-4 minute clips that are better posted as like long form YouTube videos rather than short form TikToks, Reels, and stuff like that. So once I have that, I can click this, which will copy this string of text so I can bring it over to Claude and tell Claude what to do. So Claude's been working on the long form. As you can see, I gave it that string of text, just said, create long form videos from the same VOD. And it has 2 different clips for me. One of them is 5 minutes and 31 seconds, which is awesome for a YouTube video. And the next one is 2 minutes and 13 seconds. The topics are, what is advice for someone in their 20s? That was a question that someone asked me. And then how to become a profitable trader as a newbie. So I just kind of go in, talk about the realities of the trading world. And just like before, it's going to give me those ideas and I actually have to approve. And now it doesn't have that much work to do because it already has the VOD. It already has the transcription of the entire thing. It's just going to go and render those. Now, by default, the long form widescreen clips don't have music in them. You can turn that on if you want, but I have it off by default. That's because some of the songs are not going to be like 5 minutes long. They're only like 2-minute songs. So I don't have the music on by default. And there's also no title on the screen, but there is still captions, and they're at the very bottom of the screen with the wider long form clips. All right, and here we have long form clips that have just been added to the same folder that we're working with right here. So let's take a look at this one here. How to become a profitable trader in this space as a newbie. If you want to become profitable in crypto, you got to learn the cycles. Bitcoin for your cycle should be your basically your roadmap. Super clean. This is like 2 minutes and 13 seconds of this. It's all polished and chopped up for us. So you can see now with one VOD, just pasting one link into Claude, we have 6 short form clips and 2 long form clips ready to upload, ready to go. And as I promised at the start of this video, I'm going to give you this completely for free. All you got to do is go over to my free Skool Community, AI Systems for Human Content. Come over to the classroom section right here and then click on AI Automations. And you'll find every skill that I've custom built. Just search here for perfect clips, which is not uploaded yet because I'm literally filming this video right now. But you'll see the video here that you're watching right now. And then at the bottom, here's the skill file. You click it, you download it. There will be another file as well, and that's the free music pack. As I mentioned before, I generated all of that with Suno, so it's royalty free because it used my pro plan. While you're here, you can check out the other stuff that I have. I do have a free course right here on how to create a content empire using AI, and there's an entire community to explore. We almost have 10,000 members just after 2 months, so it's growing like crazy. If you did get value today, make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell because I'm dropping new skills like this all the time. My name is Vic, and make sure that you stay human.